All right, well, let me introduce Max here real quick, get into your segment. First up on the show is Max Hicks, a master plumber and the owner of Reliant Plumbing, a company with a reputation for exceeding customer expectations. Max, welcome to the show.
Hey.
I'm excited to have you here, man. So you got a Austin branch, and I did a little research on you because I was a cop for 30 years, right? So I do a little bit.
I knew it.
In other words, I spent 5 minutes on Google to figure everything out, right? So, but anyway, so your Austin branch, 752 Google reviews at 4.9 stars. Now, that is no easy task.
So that's one location.
Yes.
That's the Austin location,
Yes.
and I've got a Lakeway location that has about 1,400.
Oh,
What?
wow.
Let's
You
go.
missed the
What's that
biggest
one?
one.
See,
Yeah.
I'm not very good at
No, those
investigations,
20
I
years,
guess.
man.
Yeah. I look at San Antonio, and there's like 45. I'm like, come
No,
on.
actually,
come on.
there's 45 reviews at 5-star, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, you're growing. So, I guess I want to ask real quick, how are you doing so good on the Google reviews? Do you guys like focus on making sure you do outreach to get those reviews, or is it just like, whatever?
Yeah, so big thing we do is challenges. I've done several different challenges, but you get everybody in the group and you make it a contest, and people love it.
Yeah.
I mean, we charter boats, go fishing. I did this thing. It was real funny. It was cornhole, and if you however many reviews you got that week. You got so many bags, right? And you got a chance. So you had everybody, looking at you. All you had to do was get it in the hole, and you got $100.
Oh,
you know?
nice.
So it
Ooh,
was
I like
it was
that.
it worked out well for us, though. It was good, and everybody got real involved in it, and yeah, that's a big way we've got a bunch of reviews.
I like that positive
yeah.
competition.
Yep.
Everybody likes a little bit of the competitiveness.
So,
Yeah.
you're running. How many branches of your business do you have now?
So 3 branches total.
Okay. San Antonio, Austin, and what's the other? Lakeview, you said?
Lakeway.
Lakeway.
Mhm.
Where's Lakeway at?
Lakeway's outside of Austin, west. Little ways.
Okay, so when you said I had looked at my competitor and I wanted 10%, I was like, wow, he only had one competitor in Austin.
No,
but you're talking
the
about
biggest
Lakeway.
competitor.
Okay.
The biggest. I looked at the biggest competitor, and I was like, man, if I could just be that 10% of that, that was my biggest dream at that time.
And you've gone from there to 3 locations. What do you think is the biggest catalyst that took you from where you are then to where you are now?
So big thing is I've been in the industry since I was 16. I'm 39 now, so been in a few years and know a lot of people. And everybody knows now. I mean, labor, that's everything. That is your business.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So it's been great to grow up with these people and get that reputation as someone who does what they say they're going to do and is a positive person to work for and not putting people down. People want a positive environment where they feel like they're taken care of. It's getting those right people and building on that. And the marketing has been amazing and finding that one person that I really, really connect with to try to market the wholesomeness, the brand that we want to show. So yeah.
And how's it been breaking into San Antonio?
So it's slow. So having problems with permitting issues with our new building
You
here.
chose the Alamo Heights location.
Yeah, I did. I heard that's where to be, is Alamo Heights. But the permitting has gone very, very slow, but we've been able to dispatch from home, running 5 or 6 guys out here, 5 or 6 trucks. And we're staying busy. Love it. It's just the permitting side and getting into our building that we've had some struggles
What's the
with.
challenge for San Antonio?
So,
Permitting, obviously, but what else?
Permitting. The challenge with San Antonio versus Austin is we had to change some pricing to be 100% honest.
You have
be
to lower
competitive.
your
We had
pricing.
to lower our pricing to be more competitive in this space.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying, right? You got to compete with the other folks. Who's your biggest competitor here, you think?
Who do we got? We got Buyer Boys.
Okay.
We got Rotor Rooters. The ARS. Those are big competitors.
Okay. And what's your goal here in San Antonio?
Goal.
Do you want to be the biggest or what?
No, I mean, I never focus on being the biggest, even though I will end up being that way.
Nice. There you go.
It's just
Let's
gonna
go.
happen.
Yeah, it is going to happen. I mean, and it's so good because I can look at all my data in the software, and it's like where we were, where we are now, and I would love to hit the same as I'm in Austin. Moving around 30 trucks. Somewhere around there. That's a very comfortable place to give the community a good service because you have to have that volume. Just a couple of trucks is you can do it, but the bigger you are, the more you're able to offer stuff off. You're able to really take care of your customers. There's a happy medium, and it's around there for us.
And,
What do you?
Oh, sorry.
What do you think where's the change? What's the difference between like you being successful where you're at versus the plumber who's doing it himself, maybe with one other guy, and they just don't know how to get to that next level where there might be 2 or 3 levels between them and you, but what's the change that has to happen for a plumber starting a company versus where you're at?
So it was so hard for me coming from someone who works every day. And then to work on, building a brand and working in the company, it's 2 different jobs. And when you're working, especially in plumbing, you're doing something all day, and you know exactly what to do. You know the task ahead of you. So it's very uncomfortable to get outside of that and not know what to do and try stuff and fail a lot of times because you're going to because you just started. So it's like walking. You're gonna fall a few times. But the biggest thing is just do it. And there's never a right time. There's never someone that waves the magic wand and said, okay, you can do this. It's just you start it and you do it and you just stay to it.
Yeah, you fail forward.
Yep.
Like that. Well, I was going to ask one step further on that question.
Yeah.
You were in Lakeway, Austin, and San Antonio. What's the ultimate goal?
So I would love to be in Dallas from here to Dallas is my ultimate goal. San Antonio, Austin,
Waco.
and then Waco. But before that, I'd go a little west there, Bastrop and Lakeway. So east and west right there, and then Waco, and then Dallas.
Is that where the growth in Texas? Because I know up and down 35s, I mean, it's just, especially between us and Austin, it's going to just explode. It's exploding already,
The
right?
Texas Triangle.
But I could see all the way to Dallas, because Dallas is only like 4 hours away, which will be 6 hours within the next 5 or 10 years, right? But
but we ran the Google Analytics, and that's really where it comes down to is how many searches in our space is San Antonio getting versus Austin versus Dallas versus the other markets, Houston, with Laredo. Why I'm not going to those other places is just strictly the search volume,
the analytics.
Yeah, the analytics, and I mean knowing how to read that stuff in Google, it can help you out so much. It really can.
Well, I think that's key.
I'd love to talk business as much as we can, but I also want to get into some stuff that you guys specifically do before we run out of time. So you guys do what's called trenchless pipe repair.
That's a big thing we do.
So if you can, like within a minute or so, just explain what that is and why it's beneficial.
So right where we're at now is or where we were at before trenchless pipe repair. If you had needed new sewer lines underneath your home, we would have to tunnel underneath your home, take out all the old pipe, and put new pipe in, and then fill that hole up and hope there's nothing wrong with your foundation. Now we can actually put a device in that coats the pipe and makes it brand new.
Really?
You don't no digging, no tearing up your yard, none of that. We can just reline all the pipes, and where you can service it again, you can. If you ever had a clog, you can still run a snake, 'cause on some of those you can't. That's been very beneficial for us. It saves so much time. It's less expensive and less downtime too. Because I mean, when you're digging under someone's home and taking out all their plumbing, I mean they're down for 3-4 weeks.
So is there a certain type of piping that you can't do that with?
So there's certain trenchless pipe systems that because it is the new thing in the plumbing world, and some of them you can't run a snake back in. You'd have to hydrojet, which would be awful. You'd want to be able for the pipe that's brand new that you're paying a lot of money for to be able to handle a snake, because you're not going to know. You're going to just ask the plumber to fix it, and we don't want to set our customers up for failure.
Right.
We want them to be able to maintain the new thing that we just gave them.
How does somebody know if you can do that or not? Do you have to come out and actually see?
Yes, we have to come out, run a sewer camera. We have to check up on everything, and then give you a quote and go from there.
Do a lot of other plumbing companies have access to this type of feature?
No, and it's real. You got to be careful, because some people they say they do, and then they just sub it out, and then you're paying a middleman, and we have that equipment. We're dedicated in doing that. We do it every day, and we're very good at it.
All right. Well, we covered a lot of territory. It went by fast, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a fast.
Really
I think
quick.
we actually went a little over, but that's cool. So, Max, if folks want to get in touch with you, they want to hire your services, what's the best way for them to reach out to your company?
Just Google Reliant Plumbing in your area, Austin or San Antonio, and we'll be happy to help.
All right. Cool. Well, thanks, Max.
No problem.
It was a good conversation.